Hey guys, Swiss here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a couple of days. Just been busy doing some stuff at work. As I've been out and about, I've been having conversations with people about, trying to go back into bodybuilding and stuff like that and trying to work out again or just exercise in general. And a really common response I get is, oh, well, I just work here and there, or, oh, I'm not, this and that, and but. Y'all, it doesn't matter where you work. It doesn't matter where you work, where you go to school, what you do, how much money you make, and all that other stuff. It doesn't matter. If you want to look good, you will. All right, that's all you got to know. I know there's a lot of premium information out there that you got to pay to get. You watch these other YouTubers that are like been doing it for like 10 years and it's like, oh yeah. And like watching that kind of stuff can be extremely intimidating to someone that's literally just trying to get their foot into the door just to have a nice, clean physique. You don't have to go into the gym doesn't mean you're going to turn into this big behemoth walking out on stage for a bodybuilding competition. I mean, you can go to the gym just to get lean. You can go to the gym just to get some general strength. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to be intimidated by the progress of others because you might be on chapter 1 and they're on their own chapter on like chapter 31. Okay, don't judge where you're at in your book based on where somebody else is in their book. Another thing I want to talk about is you don't need to have an elite amount of money. And when I say elite, I mean you don't got to be like an executive of a company. You don't need to be the CEO or the GM or manager of a restaurant or something just to have a nice physique. All right, I work at a Papa John's. I don't do anything glamorous. I love my job. I enjoy going to work. It's great. I love making pizza, not going to lie. I love working with food. I'm planning on going into culinary. But don't be intimidated by somebody else's situation, okay? Like, I'm able to make 4 meals a day I can make 4 meals a day for 3 days on $7 worth of chicken. Maybe $3 worth of a grain or starch or noodle or something, couscous or something like that, nuts, all that kind of stuff. And then I might spend like $3 on like a big bulk of spaghetti or grains or rice or something like that. It costs $3. I'm at $10 now, and then maybe on top of that I get my vegetables. That's like a bag of lettuce or something, good, not like water lettuce, but I mean like some decent lettuce. That's like what, $4? You're spending a total of what, $15-16 after tax? That's not bad at all for what, 3 days worth of prep? I mean, come on, that's like, and that's if you're eating 4 meals a day. That's not including that's just if you're eating solely chicken, spaghetti, rice, slash rice, whatever grain or carbohydrate you're looking at, and a veggie. That's like 3 or 4 days worth of prep if you're spacing it properly. Not even talking about it. I know you're not eating chicken for every meal. You probably get a carton of eggs too for breakfast. That's what, $3? You're looking at like a budget for the week of maybe $30 for food. That's not that bad. If you're working a part-time job, you can afford that. It's not hard to get good food. You don't have to go out and get avocados or asparagus or this really freaking expensive food just to look good. Just watch what you eat. Moderate yourself. Obviously, it's not healthy to eat an entire bag of cookies or a bag of candy. I love Swedish fish. I might have a couple here and there, but it's not good to go out and eat the whole bag in one sitting. All right? You got to moderate. It's okay to eat broccoli, chicken, and rice for every meal, and you can still get bigger. You can still gain muscle. You can still work out. You still have energy. Your body still has calories and fuel to accomplish what you need to do for the day. You don't got to eat luxury cuisine for every meal just to feel good. All right, just to gain, mass. There's a lot of protein is protein. Now, some can argue there are exceptions, but in general, protein is protein, carbohydrates are carbohydrates, and fats are fats, no matter where you get them from. Now, let me take that back. If you're getting it out of a box in the middle of the store, out of a cereal box, obviously those carbohydrates aren't good for you. But now if you're getting, carbohydrates from rice, brown rice, or white rice, wild rice, or you're getting it from wheat, whole grain noodles, and stuff like that, whole grain, when people hear whole grain, I know they're like, oh man, that's too expensive. I can't do that. Oh, they start sweating. We're not talking about Whole Foods here, guys. You don't got to go to Whole Foods and spend your whole freaking paycheck on, a week's worth of food. Okay, you can go to HEB, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Kmart, wherever you live. There's plenty of different grocery stores across the United States. Or wherever you are, in whatever country you are, you have access to this food. You don't got to go to some special supermarket where all the goody ups people go to, if you want to call them that. I call them the elites. They're fortunate enough to be able to go to some place like that and buy that food, which is good to them. But don't be intimidated by that. All right, it's totally okay, and you totally can. I've done it before. I've built muscle. I went from being 110 pounds all the way up to being 250 pounds when I was in high school in the course of a year and a half, just eating like pork once in a while, like massive. My dad used to make these things called carnitas. He would just chop up a bunch of pork. I'd have like 5-7 meals worth of pork I can make throughout the week. That was maybe like my lunch or something. And then for dinner, I'd have like a bunch of chicken or whatever. And it was always the same thing. I had either a noodle or rice, broccoli or peas, or lettuce. If lettuce went bad really quick. So that was usually, 1 or 2 meals for the week. But I would use just those 3 basics. Peas, broccoli, and lettuce. Those are the 3 things that I found didn't, come out the other side in a bad way. Excuse me if that was a little gross, whatever. I'm trying to give you guys really solid advice that nobody gave me when I first started. Okay? So when it comes to your food choices, I was doing, like I said, broccoli, peas, and lettuce sometimes, and then I was for my carbs I was doing like a rice, a grain, or like a noodle, like a whole wheat noodle, not like starch, like pure starch, but or do a corn, and then for your meat is meat. Yes, there's some meats, like I wouldn't go out and buy the big tube of ground beef with like 20% fat in it. I mean, that's obviously not good for you. But, when it comes to chicken, when it comes to porks, all you're looking at is just cooking it. That's it. It's protein, and it's cheap. You can eat it. It works. I did it before, and I'm going to be doing it again. All right? Everything I'm telling you right now isn't just exclusive for you guys. I'm going to be doing this same process using those same foods that I figured out at the very end of when I was working out before. I figured that stuff out at the very end before, life struggles happened. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Life struggles. Life has struggles in it. There's going to be times where there's going to be a choice between I need to do this for my job or go to the gym. Obviously, you got to go that route. You got to keep your roof. Job's more important, and then sometimes you get caught up. You skip one day, you get caught up, and then you skip the next, and then the next, and the next, and the next. Which is what happened to me. Is I didn't stay on track. I let that continuous pattern keep going until the point where I didn't work out anymore. I ended up canceling my gym membership, something I thought I would never do. So another thing is, guys, you gotta stay at it. You gotta give yourself reason to stay at it. See, most people, they'll prep food and then they won't prep it the next time. You gotta keep on top of it. You don't just walk in the gym one day with your meals all day and go, oh, cool, work out, and then the next day you revert back. You just wasted your time. So you really gotta keep track of yourself. You know, why am I not going to the gym every day? What's going on here? Kick yourself. You gotta be willing to kick yourself in the ass if this is important to you. If you want to look good, you want to feel better about yourself, you want to live a healthier life, you got to kick yourself in the ass sometimes. You got to really kick yourself and go, man, what am I doing wrong here? You know, give yourself a good, all right, the face, just, ooh, you know, and just, you'll wake up and be like, dang, I need to get back on track. So, I've already explained to you, it doesn't cost any extravagant amount of funds just to work out. And I'm trying to build muscle. All right, I'm eating all that food because I'm trying to build muscle. I'm trying to get bigger. I already have my lean body out. I'm trying to get bigger. So I'm eating a lot of food to get bigger. Some of y'all aren't on that goal track. Y'all are trying to just maybe slim down. Maybe some of y'all are just trying to lose weight. Maybe you already got that and you're just trying to lose weight. That's fine too. You can use the same process, those same foods. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it gets a little bland. Yeah, it gets a little boring. And then, you know, figure out cheaply how to spice it up. Add some peppers to your food. Pepper costs 98 cents. Add a pepper to your food. You can add pepper to like 17 meals. If you just chop a little bit up a day, dice it, you can get like a bunch of flavor and lipocaine and, you know, really good stuff in those peppers just by chopping up one little pepper. For like, what, 67, 98 cents, depending on where you live? It's not expensive, y'all. Like, if you think that working out and trying to look good is this really taxing process, you've been lied to. It's not. It's not hard to build a routine. It's not hard to eat right. You just got to kick yourself. Whenever you start reaching for that donut, get yourself and go, oh, this is too important to me. That's what you got to tell yourself. This is too important. Don't cave. You can't cave. You got to make it a priority on your day-to-day basis of life. You can't just one day wake up, oh, I'm going to go to the gym today. Like I said before, you can't just walk in the door with your meals all day and then just work out and the next day you just flop. You just worked against yourself. You just gave up. You can't give up. And most people give up on the second day because life happens. Well, plan. Plan out what you're going to do. And now that I'm into planning, work on planning your meals out. Get a piece of paper. You know, write down there. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Write the dates. Write what day that Wednesday is occurring. Let's say it's the 22nd of February. Right, that Wednesday, 2/22. Not hard. There, now you have a after you do that, you have a template for where you can put information. Okay? And then when you have that template, you could write down where you want to put your food. If you want to do chicken and rice this day, that's fine. Write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the side of that day, depending on how many meals you eat. I eat 5 a day. Right now, I don't need 6. I used to eat 6. I have that in an old plan. I don't need that. I don't need to eat 6 meals a day. I'm not that big. When I was 250, yeah, I had to eat 6 meals a day because I had to, unless I wanted to fall asleep in the middle of class. But when you're when you're just starting out, you don't need to eat that many meals, y'all. You maybe like like if you're like my size, maybe like 4 to 5 meals a day. That's it. You don't need to go all out. Just make sure you're exercising and doing what you need to do. Right now, I'm only eating 4 meals a day. I don't have my gym membership. Tomorrow, when I go get that, I'm going to start doing 5 meals a day because I'm going to be putting my work output and my job. I make a lot of pizza dough all day. My job and my workout are very high energy consuming tasks. So I got to eat more food during the day to be able to sustain, keep my eyes open. So all you got to do here is just write the days out of the week out. Write how many, or put numbers about how many meals you want down the side or whatever, and then just write them out. And so that's all you have to do. Write out what you want to make a plan. Say Monday, let's say Monday, meal 1, I want to do eggs and sausage burritos with a corn tortilla. Cool. That's great. Second meal, what do you want? I want to do whole grain noodles with chicken and some broccoli. Cool. Meal number 3. What do you want? I want to do the same thing. That tasted really good before. Okay, boom. There's meal number 3. Meal number 4. Well, that's going to be dinner. That's going to be totally different. I want to do a steak. I want to do or whatever. Maybe just more chicken. Doesn't matter. Maybe I want to do breakfast for dinner. Screw it. We'll just put eggs. Boom. There's meal number 4. Eggs. All right? Eggs and toast. And then you just do the same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right? Not that hard. Another thing you can use this for is for the gym. You can definitely use this same process for the gym. Sorry guys, I had to stop the video because I left this piece of paper I wanted to use out in the other room and it was bothering me. Sorry for the little glitch there in the thing, and it's me, not you. Anyway, but I did the same process with the days of the week and all that with my workout schedule. Boom. I got out the days of the week, and then I wrote down exactly what body parts I was going to work out those weeks. Now, I haven't been to the gym yet, or I haven't decided really which gym that I want to go get a membership at. I'm torn between 2 of them right now, either Gold's or 24-hour, because I don't know if I want to be able to go whenever I need to, or if I want to just go during the daytime. Unfortunately, Gold's Gym is no longer 24 hours around where I live. Suckers. But, you know, it is what it is. So I did that same process, and I just did that same process, and I have a list. I've been sending out. I have a list. I have a foundation. I have somewhere to start. Okay, and that's all you need. And that's where you start. You write it down. You make a plan. You say, this is what I want to do. Here's the days of the week. Here's the food I want for this day, and that day. Here's the routines that I want to do for this day, that day, and this day at the gym. It could just be running. It could be swimming. It could be weight workouts. It could be whatever you want to do that you feel is good for you. Okay? It's not, you don't got to go through this complex process of, you know, trying to figure out these, you know, insane, you know, meal plans and buying into all this Weight Watchers crap. Like, you don't got to do that. It's super cheap. I'm saying like $25 a week for your food, maybe $30. That's what, $100 a month. If you got an apartment, 40-hour week job, a car, and all that stuff. I mean, if you're able to, I should say this, if you're able to eat out every day, you could definitely afford this. If you're able to eat out every day, if you have to go to the store and buy food every day just to eat, you can afford this. Believe me. If you're able to eat, because we all got to eat. We all got to eat. And if you're buying Whataburger all day, if you're buying, you know, In-N-Out all day, there's where your money is. If you're gonna afford one fast food meal, is what I'm trying to say, then you can definitely afford a week's worth of this food. If you can afford to buy a $15 meal at a McDonald's, anywhere, at a restaurant, wherever, then you can afford 3 days worth of prep. All right? I just turned that one meal, that one $15 meal you just bought at a restaurant, and turned it into 3-4 days worth of progress. All right? Y'all don't have to buy into all this premium knowledge. All right? It's nonsense. They're just trying to get money out of your pockets. All right? I'm just trying to save y'all some money and being like, yo, it's not hard. It's really cheap. It's inexpensive. It just requires a lot of mental, kicking yourself in the butt. You got to kick yourself in that butt just to say, hey, I can't eat that cookie. I got to do this. This is important. I got to go to the gym. I can't hang out with you today. I got to go to the gym. This is important to me. If your friends don't find it important to you, rethink your friends. Your friends should support what you want to do. Your friends should be happy that you're doing this for you. If they're not, they ain't your friends. Simple as that. Well, I think I've come to the end here. I might make another video later tonight. I've already gone running. Oh, hang on. Before I even quit, I wanted to fill you guys in on what I've been doing this week. So after I went on my run on Sunday, Monday night came around and I had to work. I didn't do anything Monday night. Tuesday came around and Wednesday I did some push-ups because Tuesday I was busy. I was doing some stuff. I didn't have time for it. Wednesday I did these push-ups, and also, give me one sec, I'll be right back. Also, guys, keep track of your progress. When I did my push-up routine, it was basically just a standard, what can I do right now? And all I did on here was I put standard wide push-ups, incline push-ups, which is just my feet up on a chair, and diamond push-ups, which is just me going like this and coming down here in the middle and keep my hands together. In all, I had a goal. I wanted to do 140 push-ups. I only was able to do 137. I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to sit there and go, I'll just round it up. No, I'm not going to lie to myself. I wrote down exactly how many I did. I did 3 sets of each of these workouts, and I basically just wrote down how many I could do right now. Don't laugh. I haven't worked out in like a year and a half, y'all. I was shocked at how much I couldn't do anymore. I used to have numbers like 30, 40, 50 on this paper. I got 5. I got 5 on here. Basically what I'm trying to say is, y'all, keep track of your progress. Give yourself something to look back on so you can go, wow, instead of 15 push-ups, now I can do 30. Or even just, instead of 15 push-ups, now I can do 17. That's progress, y'all. That's progress. You weren't able to do something you weren't able to do before that you can do now is called progress. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say to you guys is make a plan. Plan some more. Keep track of your progress from your planning. Keep track of your weight. I even have a little thing in the bathroom. I got like a post-it note with lines on it. And if I ever film in the bathroom, you'll see it on the wall behind me. Or I might move it to the mirror because it's like a sticky note. It keeps falling off the wall. Anyway, but if I ever film in the bathroom or something, then you'll see it in there. I still need to do some progress. And Here's another thing. I still need to do some progress pictures. Y'all, I encourage y'all to do that too if you're starting out. I know it's going to be weird for me to insinuate, but all you would have to do if you take a progress picture is strip. You know, if you're posting online, if you got the Instagram going on, if you're trying to get support from your friends through Instagram, social media, please leave your clothes on decently. Swimsuit, attire, please, y'all. But that's it. Just, you know, cover up your privates and just take a picture. It could be a personal picture for you. You could be butt naked in the mirror, just like, boop. But you got progress. That there's something to start with. You have a picture of what you look like now, and so you can go back later when you have lost weight and look at those pictures and go, wow, holy crap. Another thing, y'all, is only pay attention to what that mirror looks like. Don't worry about the number on the scale. Don't worry about, you know, how much calories you're eating. Don't worry about that stuff. Judge your progress based on what you see in the mirror. Okay? That's going to determine whether or not you're moving forward or not, because there's plenty of diet plans out there that say if you eat more than 2,000 calories a day, you're going to get fat. I was eating 4 to 5 to 6,000 calories a day, and I had a 5% body fat. 5%. My skin was paper thin. Okay? Don't believe half the horse shit you hear out there, because that's exactly what it is. Shit. They're just trying to get money from you, y'all. These premium YouTubers that are like, oh, I got the secret. There's no secret, y'all. There is no secret. It's called plan out your day, plan out your food, and do a little research. All right? Some of them, I'm not going to discredit everything they say. They are intelligible people. They know what they're doing, obviously, but they know how to work it so they get something out of it themselves. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to make another video later this week covering nutrition, covering, you know, I'm going to make another one covering workouts individually on a day-to-day. I don't know if I'm going to film in the gym itself, but I'm definitely going to go over my workouts with everybody afterwards and whatnot, or so not. But I really just wanted to make a quick video with you guys today. I needed to get one made, and I just really wanted to explain how the process works if you're just trying to get started. And I hope you guys lasted until the end. But I really hope that if you guys do choose to go on a path to live a healthier life, that you stick with it, that you make a plan, that you don't just blindly walk into it and just try to, you know, do it on the fly. It doesn't work that way. You have to plan this stuff out. You have to make backup plans in case your psyche goes, I don't know about that today. You got to be ready to kick that or punch yourself and go, hey, doing this. It's important. It's for me. I have to do this. All right, y'all, don't wait. Do it. You can do it tomorrow. There's other things you can use besides a gym. You can go run. You can use your own body's weight. You can do push-ups every day. People get strong off calisthenics all the time. Stick around, y'all. Keep following me. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to show you guys that it's working. I'm going to show you guys that you can gain muscle. I'm not doing any testosterone performance stuff. I'm not doing any steroids. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm a completely natural, clean bodybuilder, okay? I got up to 250 before without those drugs or aids. Whatever some people might disagree and say steroid is an aid, whatever. You know, and row your own boat. But I'm going to do this all natural. I don't count out supplements. I don't count out pre-workout. Those are natural enzymes that are legitimately out there in the world. You can actually get them from food. So anything that I can't get from a food, anything Anything that I can't get from an animal or a plant, I don't fucking need. And that's something you should also go with as well when it comes to deciding what kind of food you guys want to get. Well, I've reached the 30-minute mark, guys. I'm going to figure out some other stuff I'm going to do tonight. I'm probably going to pop up the Excel sheet and actually make these plans here just a little bit better. I'm actually going to type these out and actually make like an Excel document or something so I can have some like legit like professional looking stuff going on. So I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to try to make another video tomorrow. I do work. I worked over the weekend, so if you don't hear back from me tomorrow in the afternoon, you're probably going to hear back from me on like Monday or something, or Tuesday next week. But I'm going to make an honest effort to get a video out to you guys tomorrow about nutrition, and I will see you guys then. Soos is out. Y'all have a great night.